Are you ready to unlock the latest breakthroughs in artificial intelligence? Welcome to Useful AI Hacks, your go-to channel for the freshest news, hacks, and insights in the AI industry. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and most importantly, subscribe to Useful AI Hacks for weekly updates multiple times a week at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Let's dive into this week's biggest AI headlines. First up, Apple is making waves by opening its AI models to third-party developers. This bold move, reported by MSN, is set to ignite a new era of innovation, giving app creators unprecedented access to Apple's cutting-edge AI tools. Imagine the next generation of smart apps, powered not just by Apple, but by creative minds everywhere. But the AI race is heating up. According to Reuters, OpenAI, Google, and Elon Musk's xAI are locked in a fierce battle for top AI talent, offering multi-million-dollar packages to lure the best and brightest. The stakes have never been higher, as these tech giants know that the future of AI depends on who can attract and retain the industry's leading minds. Meanwhile, in West Texas, OpenAI's ambitious Stargate project is sparking both excitement and questions. Bloomberg reports that this massive data center promises to bring economic benefits to the local community, but also raises concerns about energy use and transparency. Will Stargate become a beacon for tech-driven prosperity or a lightning rod for controversy? Only time will tell.
And they just actually started breaking ground in Texas on Project Stargate. So let's actually listen in to the inside news about it.
Welcome to Abilene, Texas. This is the site of Project Stargate, a very, very mysterious, much talked about, much speculated about project. Why call it Stargate?
It began as a code name, and sometimes code names stick.
Hey, Emily.
Thank you so much for having us.
Welcome to Abilene.
It's so awesome to be here.
Yeah.
How many people are on this site?
Today we have about 2,200 people on site.
If it all comes together, this is going to be one of the most massive infrastructure projects in American history.
This was just a complete barren field.
So
right?
there was nothing here in June?
There were a bunch of mesquite trees and bushes and brush. And today we have almost 1 million square feet of fully developed building that's going to be energizing large-scale GPU clusters in the coming weeks and months.
Building after building on this red dirt behind me will be filled with chips that'll power the AI revolution. If you're using ChatGPT somewhere out there, there's a good chance it'll be powered by data centers that are being built right here. There have been no pictures, no cameras allowed inside until now. So we are going to give you your first look.
The velocity of innovation here is just mind-blowing. What I saw rising from the red dirt in Abilene, how do you personally grapple with the pace of it all?
We are definitely doing something unprecedented. I believe AI will help dramatically accelerate the pace of science and human discovery and our understanding of what's possible.
I'm K-Texas reporter Copeland Welch in the studio to break down Project Stargate, a major development in Abilene's energy and technology sector. The project was a key topic at the 2025 State of the City address, and we learn more about what it means for the future of Abilene's economy.
Lancium is building a master development for a data center. Everyone has the phone. I know you probably have your phone in your hand right now. Those phones require data. It's a giant electronic filing cabinet. I say that with hesitation to the Lancium folks because that's a little dismissive of how complicated it is and what a complex type of industry it is.
Misty Mayo, CEO of the Development Corporation of Abilene, said this project has been in the works for years.
We have spent almost 5 years working with Lancium on the development that apparently has been just an overnight success in the last 2 weeks.
After gaining national traction at President Trump's first press conference of his second term, Abilene's city manager said citizens started asking questions.
What's going to happen if we have another winter storm? Well, again, the beauty of Lancium and Crusoe's approach is that they're planning ahead for that. They're making sure they have the energy resources and energy production capability to handle their own their own needs. And so they're not going to be this big drain on the grid. So I'm excited that they're here. I'm excited about their community engagement and the responsible nature in which they're growing their business.
As for Abilene, Mayo says this brings a multitude of new opportunities.
These companies like Lancium and Crusoe are making a commitment to be a part of our community. They're making a commitment to spend their money in Abilene and grow that commercial tech space.
President Trump says Project Stargate is expected to create over 100,000 American jobs. And Mayo says Lancium will play a unique role in the Abilene job market.
What it does represent for Abilene is a new industry. And again, when we're able to grow commercial tax space and diversify the types of jobs and the types of industries, that diversification is a strength and is a future for Abilene.
If you're finding this roundup valuable, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. We bring you the latest AI news and hacks every week, right here at 11. Shifting gears to Anthropic, one of the hottest names in AI safety and alignment. Microsoft is now integrating Anthropic's advanced AI coding agent directly into GitHub, as reported by Yahoo Finance. This integration aims to streamline developer workflows, making it easier than ever for coders to harness the power of AI in their daily work. But that's not all. TechCrunch reveals that both GitHub and Microsoft are embracing Anthropic's new model-to-data specification. This standard could revolutionize how AI models connect to data sources, paving the way for more secure and efficient AI development across the industry. Remember, if you want more stories like this, be sure to share this video with your friends and subscribe to Useful AI Hacks for weekly insights. Now, let's head to China, where Zhejiang province, home to tech giants like Alibaba and DeepSeek, is making a massive bet on AI. The Star reports that Zhejiang has launched a 10 billion yuan AI spending spree, aiming to become a global hub for artificial intelligence innovation. That's over 1.4 billion US dollars, pouring into research, startups, and infrastructure. But with great power comes great responsibility. Fast Company highlights the environmental impact of large language models, comparing the energy use of DeepSeek's latest model to OpenAI's GPT 4.1 Nano and Anthropic's Claude. As AI models grow more powerful, their energy demands are skyrocketing, raising tough questions about sustainability and the future of green tech. Next up, Elon Musk's Grok AI is making headlines. Axios reports that Microsoft will soon host Grok in its Azure cloud, marking a major partnership between xAI and Microsoft. This isn't just about infrastructure. The Verge confirms that Microsoft will fully integrate and bill for xAI's Grok 3 models through its Azure AI Foundry. This collaboration could reshape the landscape for AI deployment, offering developers more choice and flexibility than ever before. Will Grok become the go-to model for next-gen AI applications? We'll be watching closely. If you're enjoying this in-depth coverage, hit like, share this video, and subscribe to Useful AI Hacks for new episodes every week at 11 a.m. The AI news doesn't stop there. Microsoft is expanding its reach by hosting rival AI models from xAI, Meta, and Mistral, according to Reuters. This open approach could foster more competition and innovation across the ecosystem. Comcast Advertising is launching a new AI-powered video platform, as reported by Business Wire. This tool promises to deliver TV-grade advertisements in just minutes, making high-quality video marketing accessible to businesses of all sizes. Meanwhile, the ManusAI team is rolling out a new plan offering a shared credits pool at just $39 per seat per month, as covered by TechCrunch. This move could make advanced AI tools more affordable for small teams and startups. Finally, Dell is updating its power scale and object scale storage solutions to better support AI workloads according to blocks and files. These upgrades are designed to help businesses manage the massive data demands of modern AI applications. If you want to keep up with every twist and turn in the AI world, don't forget, like, share, and subscribe to Useful AI Hacks for your weekly 11 a.m. industry roundup.
While we were editing this segment, we actually got a live update saying that Sam Altman was announcing OpenAI's partnership with I.O. Want to learn more? Check it out. We got it for you right here.
I think we have the opportunity here to kind of completely reimagine what it means to use a computer.
Sam is a rare visionary. He shoulders incredible responsibility, but his curiosity, his humility remain utterly inspiring.
Johnny is the deepest thinker of anyone I've ever met. What that leads him to be able to come up with is unmatched.
I moved to America drawn by the exhilarating optimism of San Francisco and Silicon Valley.
We are sitting at the beginning of what I believe will be the greatest technological revolution of our lifetimes.
I have a growing sense that everything I've learned over the last 30 years has led me to this place and to this moment.
Morning, John.
Hey, Sam. Good. How you doing? Good.
So what is this announcement we're talking about?
2 years ago, John and I started talking about what the future of AI and new kinds of computers was going to look like. I was running OpenAI. Johnny was running a design firm called Lovefrom that had established itself as really the, I think, densest collection of talent that I've ever heard of in one place and probably has ever existed in the world. And it became very quickly apparent to both of us that we needed a third company.
A year ago, I founded I.O. with Scott Cannon, Evans Hankey, and Tang Tan, who are the most extraordinary engineers. They have built a team of remarkable subject matter experts that range from hardware and software engineering, physicists, researchers, product manufacturing experts. And so I.O. is merging with OpenAI.
Formed with the mission of figuring out how to create a family of devices that would let people use AI to create all sorts of wonderful things.
The first one we've been working on, I think, has just completely captured our imagination.
You know, Johnny called one day and said, "This is the best work our team has ever done." Yeah. I mean, Johnny did the iPhone. Johnny did the MacBook Pro. I mean, these are like the defining ways people use technology. It's hard to beat those things. Those are really wonderful. Johnny recently gave me one of the prototypes of the device for the first time to take home, and I've been able to live with it. And I think it is the coolest piece of technology that the world will have ever seen.
The products that we're using to deliver and connect us to unimaginable technology, they're decades old.
Yeah.
And so it's just common sense to at least think, surely there's something beyond these legacy products.
We have like magic intelligence in the cloud. If I wanted to ask ChatGPT something right now about something we had talked about earlier, think about what would happen. I would like reach down, I would get on my laptop, I'd open it up, I'd launch a web browser, I'd start typing, and I'd have to like explain that thing. And I would hit enter and I would wait and I would get a response. And that is at the limit of what the current tool of a laptop can do. But I think this technology deserves something much better.
So how did it all begin?
So my son Charlie was the first person in the family to use ChatGPT, and he said, "You've got to meet Sam."
I met Johnny's family relatively quickly after meeting Johnny, and they were sort of just like, it was an impossibly lovely family. I was just thinking what a privilege it is to really connect with somebody new, and it hasn't happened to me in a long time.
Yeah.
And the reason I think that it happened is we had both a very strong shared vision. We maybe didn't know exactly where we were going to go, but like the direction of the force vector felt clear. And then this like deeply shared sense of values about what technology should be, when technology's been really good, when it's gone wrong.
I mean, that was in a way one of the basis, I think, for one of the reasons Sam and I clicked was, despite our wonderfully different journeys to this point, our motivations and values are completely the same. In my experience, if you're trying to have a sense of where you are going to end up, you shouldn't look at the technology. You should look at the people who are making the decisions. And you should look at what drives, motivates, and look at values.
San Francisco has been like a mythical place in American history, and maybe in world history in some sense. It is the city that I most associate with the sort of leading edge of culture and technology.
This city has enabled and been the place of the creation of so much.
The fact that all of those things happened in the Bay Area and not anywhere else on this gigantic planet we live on, I think is really not an accident. There's a lot of like weird, quirky details about geography that I think matter, that the way the city is set up.
You know, I mean, the absurd hills, why you would choose to actually put so much energy into building on this topography is insane.
I think there's something about San Francisco. You don't get to pick and choose freedom. Either you have you let creative freedom be expressed in all of its weirdness, or you don't.
I feel I owe this city such an enormous debt of gratitude.
I want this to be democratized. I want everybody to have it. I don't want it to be the tiny percentage of the population that figures out how to use bad tools and is really smart. I want anybody to say, hey, I have this idea, make it happen.
The responsibility that Sam bears is honestly beyond my comprehension. I have a sense of some of it. But I see him, and I have seen him over the last 2 years, shoulder that responsibility. I mean, late into the night. But what really struck me is what he's worrying about is not himself, and it's not his company. What I see you worrying about are other people, are about customers, about society, about culture. And to me, that tells me everything I want to know about someone.
You talk to people who use our latest model and say this is like genius level in every field, and you just have to put in the work to like pull it all together. But if you have a hard problem, you can have this like team of geniuses in all of their different disciplines, and they report, I'm 2 or 3 times more productive as a scientist than I was before. I'm 2 or 3 times faster to find a cure for cancer than I was before, because I have this incredible external brain. That just didn't exist 6 months ago. I think this will be one of these moments of just an absolute embarrassment of riches of what people go create for collective society.
I am absolutely certain that we are literally on the brink of a new generation of technology that can make us
wraps up today's useful AI hacks, AI News Roundup. From Apple's OpenAI models to China's billion-dollar investments and Microsoft's bold partnerships, the world of artificial intelligence is moving faster than ever. If you found this video helpful, please hit like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Useful AI Hacks for weekly updates at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss an AI update episode. Have a question or want us to cover a specific AI topic? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time with more useful AI hacks, AI industry updates.